are back. We are playing some more baseball today. We are going to try to finish up this March to October mode. Everyone is having a great Easter Sunday.
Hey everybody, this is Boot Shambi. Welcome to the show.
I don't have the sound on. Okay. Turn the bot back on.
Baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Atlanta Braves. Smith in the box now takes a called strike.
And foul ball. I bet.
Squirts away a little bit.
I figured I'd come in here in case you wanted to join.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Woo! Struck him out.
Bottom of the sixth inning, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Buehler back to work. That to right. Betts under it.
And we say Buehler.
Makes the catch for the out.
Buehler.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want
Ferris
that
Bueller?
one back, no doubt.
Here is Matt Olsen. First offering, and it just misses.
Well,
ball
on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
So the plan today, guys, for stream is we are going to finish March to October. And then I'm going to switch games. I'm going to switch on over
1-1
Stranger
down.
Things streak.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way. Gone.
Into the chop house.
Matt Olsen goes deep, and the Braves have the lead now. It's 1-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Here's Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one for strike two.
Okay, from here, he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the fact that his team is now down by a run.
HTT.
So I actually did some research yesterday, and I was on Back to the Future game that I've obviously been streaming on Fridays.
And the 0-2.
And that game can no longer be purchased.
Good eye right there.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in.
We're trying to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. And then coming back as a new company
because of how hitters
change
their
swings. Welcome to the stream, everyone.
Swing and a miss,
Please
and
follow
he struck
if you
him
are not,
out.
which is 1003
And he's down on
to do.
strikes for the
If
second
you really
time
like
today.
the content, subscriptions,
Here's Marcelo Zuna. On the ground. Throw on to Freeman. Out number 3. Atlanta draws first blood with the solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back at Truist Park, and now it's going to be A.J. Pollock. And a pitch.
And there's the pitch.
And a good eye there.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. And a pitch. In there. And so now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he's gotten deep into this game. And at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. And that one fouled off.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Chris Taylor now. That one's in there, 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the right fielder, Adam Duvall. The pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
One thing on his mind right there with that swing. He's trying to go deep.
Oh!
Empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something.
Foul ball.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Slow roller to third. Turner to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Eddie Rosario. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now in for the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud. 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. And the Braves ready to begin the 8th. Here's Justin Turner. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin McHugh. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Swanson fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner for the 4th time tonight. Bounce to third. Tosses across to first, and they get Turner for the out. Now it's Mookie Betts. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 1.
Come on, Mookie. You want some? Come get some.
The pitch.
Come on, buddy. Let's see what you got.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the eighth.
Seems like you got it, bud.
Solid so far.
You got 9
Swing
extras.
and a miss, and that is that. Dodgers. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Mitch White. And he'll do his best to keep this close. And welcome back. Dansby Swanson stands in. The wind and the pitch.
I could use another run.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Come on, Dansby.
That's out to center field. Bellinger should have this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
I do not have a jersey.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
I'll have to get a drink in a bit.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brusdar Grotterol looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia warming up as well. Ripped to third. Sends it across to first. And Acuna retired.
All right, Ozzy.
Here is Ozzy Albies up to hit.
I need
This
you to
guy
come
has
through,
turned
buddy.
into a beast. On the ground, right side. Taylor whips it to first. And Albies is retired. New inning getting started. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Fuck you, Freddie Freeman.
On here. And he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team.
Shola 50.
Oh,
And
thank you,
he
Dave,
did.
for the 50 biddies.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Fuck you, Freddie Freeman.
0-2 now. That one missed.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count.
Former
Knows the
Dodger,
strike zone
Hanley
very
Jansen
well. So
faces
much
former
so that
Brave
I think
Freddie
umpires
Freeman.
will look at him
Yeah, I beat you,
and
Freddie
determine whether
Freeman.
it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Here's Max Muncy.
Traitor.
Funky Muncy. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. On the ground to first. And he can't come up with it. But plenty of time to recover. And that's the second out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Just 1 out away. Try to close it out.
Hanley
Stays
Jansen
alive.
versus
2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played.
Woo!
Got him, and that's the ball game. So the Atlanta Braves are now in the driver's seat with a 2-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, and it'll be hard for them to not start thinking about the World Series, and maybe that's premature, but up 2-0 in a 7-game series, they got plenty of reasons to be confident.
Yeah, and for a team that's in a 2-0 hole, they've really got their work cut out for them as we head to a new venue for the next few games.
Yeah, we head to LA now, but LA's down 2-0, which means they're in tough situation here. Oh, and I'm winning. Okay, I like you what I'm seeing. Somebody's playing DVD.
Welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's Mookie Betts. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, these guys were shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them be able to get on the scoreboard.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side throw.
Turner runs.
Fuck you, Freddie Freeman.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
Go sit down, Trader.
Really important to getting back into this ballgame.
What's up,
Well,
Ed?
they've had a great plan of attack from him.
Oh,
I mean,
Wargy coming in
all
with the
the
raid.
holes in his
Not too much,
swing and his
Wargy. Happy
approach. Just
Easter.
frustrating for him up
Hope you're
there.
streaming
You
as
strike
well.
out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're
Just
beating
shout
him.
out.
Make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league
So
in a
work
hurry.
Guy Goming. Check out Work Guy Goming over at URL and give them a follow. They were last playing Gran
right-hander
Turismo
deals.
7.
That's in there. Turner off of first with 2 away.
How was Gran Turismo?
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No
Yeah,
doubt.
about
In the
Gran
hitter's
Turismo
mind, catcher's
7.
mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in
Super
the call.
fun game.
That's cool. Glad you enjoy it.
Next offering is fouled back.
Max Muncy.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
2 outs. Stays alive. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here in L.A., we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ketel Marte.
All right, let's get the bullpen up.
And a pitch. Now a
Oh!
left center, way back there.
There we
On its
go.
way. Out of here. Ketel Marte goes deep, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. He swings and drives one out
Hey,
to
that
deep
one's
left
going
field.
too.
That one's back there. And out
Back
of
to
here.
back.
Travis d'Arnaud hits one out, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Phil Bickford. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Yeah, I don't blame him for changing.
Now it's going to be Dansby Swanson. And first offering is
I was
fouled off.
keyed in on him.
And here it comes. Line drive, base hit. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Swanson over at second. Acuna on at first with nobody out. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
I can bust this thing open.
Rips that one to right. Can't get there, base hit. Here comes the runner. One run scores. Here comes another. He'll score as well, and it's now a 6-run lead.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Rusdar Grotterol. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Riley swings through one there.
All right, we're going to go to Luke Jackson in the 7th. And we'll see where we are.
Righty delivers. Slapped foul.
You just put Grandpa Bill on the hook. I can tell. I can hear
Here's
it.
the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One away with a runner at third. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Throw on to Freeman. Inning over. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning, here's the left fielder, A.J. Pollock. So Luke Jackson gets the call, and he'll try to keep this big lead right where it is. The line of the pitch. Off the plate inside, and that's ball 1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Jackson, a guy that features an absolute
happy
power
birthday to Emmy,
slider,
happy
throws
birthday
that
to Emmy,
pitch a
happy
lot. He
birthday
throws
dear
it hard
Cosmo,
and
happy
gets a
birthday to
ton of
Emmy.
swings
Oh,
and
it's your
misses.
birthday today, Quantum.
One down.
Happy
There comes
birthday.
Cody Bellinger.
How are you doing, Quantum?
And I think being able to expand with
Happy
that
birthday.
pitch as
How old are you
start
today?
to offer at it, that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
Next
RK
offering misses, and now it's
389.
even 1-1. One down, base is empty.
The true Batman.
And a swing and a miss.
Thank you.
That's his
I am
second
the true Batman.
strikeout. 2
Yeah,
outs,
seriously,
base is
happy
empty.
birthday. Hope
Now it's
hope
the second
going well
baseman,
today.
Chris Taylor. Swings through that one. 0-1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. The big righty strikes out. Mitch White will take over here, and we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big.
Actually, when did that happen?
The wind of the pitch. And
Oh.
first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Smash to the left side. Turner with the throw to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. That one fouled off.
Why are you annoyed?
To the right side. Steps on first for the out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Travis d'Arnaud. And first offering is fouled off. Next pitch is popped up. Smith drifts towards it.
I was happy lying in bed till I saw a TikTok telling me a new episode of Doctor Who was out. I checked and it not now in cold.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now Justin Turner. Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound. And he's got a nice lead to work with.
Let's put this.
The pitch. And he pumps it a strike.
Yes, let's pump in the strike. We're going to pump it in.
The
Strike
pitch out
3.
there.
If you're Batman and the Doctor.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and
Doctor.
for me, it just comes down
Doctor.
to not
See, I never
seeing
got
the
in the
pitch
Doctor
out of the
game.
hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident
I
in
know
your
what it is,
two-strike
though. I
approach.
just
And
never
so
got it.
when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Next offering
You're
down
American,
to the
no
dirt.
surprise.
That is true. It's a foreign show.
And that one almost got him.
I did get the spray in Fortnite for
And the
Doctor Who,
pitch.
though.
Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Matter, Mook.
The 0-2. Stays alive. This one in the air, right field. Acuna there. Brings it in for the third out. Dodgers to the mound now. They turn to Blake Trinan. He comes in with his team trailing by a bunch, so he'll try to keep it where it is. Welcome back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And a pitch. On the ground, right side.
Oh,
Lays
what
out.
the
He's
hell?
got it. Nicely done for the out.
God damn you, Freddie Freeman.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Albies at the plate now. Looks at one down below the zone. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Feed to second, that's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the bottom of the 9th. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound. And a healthy-sized lead for him to go to work with. Eddie Rosario now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Also into the ball game, Orlando Arcia. He'll play second. Also entering the game, Alex Dickerson. He'll be out in left field. Also into the ball game, Manny Pena. He takes over behind the plate. Here comes a pitch. Late with the swing there.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The 1-1. And that one wrapped foul. Left-hand batter waits. Towards first. Olsen over to pick it up. Olsen takes it to the bag, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Muncy takes a strike there as he stands at the plate now. 0-2 as he waves at that one. The 0-2. Bounce to the left side. Riley collects. Now only 1 out remaining. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. So the Atlanta Braves are now just 1 win away from the World Series.
Yeah, this thing has sweep written all over it. These guys are playing their best baseball of the season at the best possible time. Looking dominant here in the League Championship Series.
And for a team facing a sweep, chances to turn the series around are quickly running out. They're really playing against all odds now.
I'm losing. I got my down 7-6. I mean, if I lose this game, it's not good.
1 down. And here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. Marte, the base runner at first with 1 out. To third, might be 2. There's 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. And welcome back. Here's the third baseman, Justin Turner. Strider back to work. And first offering is fouled off. He takes it on his own. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Next to hit, Will Smith. Swings through that one. 0-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And they get the out on Smith. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Pilar now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Phil Bickford. And he'll work on holding this lead. The pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's gone.
High game.
Dansby Swanson hits one out, and it ties it up. It's 7-7. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Acuna swings through one there.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Next offering is fouled back.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
And the 0-2. Ball one there.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Around first, digging for two. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Go-ahead run on base. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That one hit to right. Betts is on the move. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Going okay.
Here's Matt Olsen. And there's a foul ball.
I thought it would be going a little faster than these games, but they're putting me into the games earlier, so it's taking a little longer. So I may not end up doing strings.
At the belt and fires.
All depends
now
on
1-1.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Brusdar Graterol. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance. Now the batter now, Austin Riley. On the ground to third, might be two. Goes to second for one. A one-pitch double play. Back here in L.A., bottom of the seventh. Here's a speed threat, Trey Turner. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Colin McHugh. Trying to protect this lead. And first offering is fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Ripped on a line. Can't get there. Base hit. And it gets by him.
Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Next offering upstairs.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
In the air, left side. Duvall pulls it down, one down. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, and a foul ball. So the tying run at second.
Fuck you, Freddie Freeman.
2 away. Max Muncy now at the plate. 1 for 3.
The first baseman.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little
love how the
tighter.
win
Way to get it.
expectancy
Runner
switched
takes off.
from
Strike in there.
51-49 Dodgers
There.
to
He's safe.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. On the mound now, Alex Vesia. It's his job to keep his team in the game. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. The pitch. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Next offering is fouled back.
The ball was just a bit foul.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball there.
5, 6, 7.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Adam Duvall at the plate for the 4th time tonight. And fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Makes the grab on the run. And that is that.
That is that.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 8th. A.J. Pollock at the dish. At the bullpen is Will Smith. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. The pitch. That one misses. Ball 1. This one smoked out to left. He made him pay for that one, and we're level. It's 8-8. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Taylor stands in now and lets that one go for a strike. Comes up empty on this swing. 0-2 now. Got him. 1 away.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
1 down, base is empty. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings and misses. And there's 2 away. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a
Will
tough
Smith
one.
versus Will Smith.
I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. But a run scores in the inning as this solo home run ties things up. All even. Mitch White takes over on the mound. Welcome back. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. The wide to kick the pitch. On the ground to the left. Fires to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Swanson in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Tony Gonsolin up and throwing. In the air right side of the infield. Muncy under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Acuna now. And first offering is fouled off. Swung on, belted. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Damn.
We head to the bottom of the ninth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kevin Pillar.
Caught it at the wall.
Tyler Matzik gets handed the rock out of the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Next offering is in for a strike. 0-2 now. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And a quick out, number one.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Turner in the box now takes a called strike. That one pushed foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. Stays alive. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs. And a count 1-2. Tied at 4. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
Freeman at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike. Mookie on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game, and that's throwing over that step.
And a swing and a miss.
Fuck you, Freddie Freeman.
Inning over. Back here at Chavez Ravine. On to extra innings. And now, Ozzie Albies. White back to work. Pitch misses. Ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
I need 1 run.
Not close with that one. 2-0.
Come on, Ozzie.
This one high in the air to left center. Pollock on his way over. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. And now Matt Olsen up to hit. Right side. Muncy handles. Muncy steps on the bag. And that quickly 2 away. Digging in, Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off. All tied up and here in extra innings. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. On to the bottom of the 10th. And now it's Max Muncy. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, A.J. Minter. And here it comes. There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
0-2 as he waves at that one. The pitch. And it's fouled away.
He's getting the barrel to the balls. Just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back.
just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Now the left fielder, A.J. Pollock. He's already homered in this game. He swings and fouls one off. All tied up here in extra innings. This to third. Riley fires to first. 2 up, 2 down. Chris Taylor getting ready to hit. And that chance handled in plenty of time to first. Taylor out on the plate. 11th inning set to get underway, and now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. And first offering is fouled off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Next pitch is popped up.
Ozuna, Duvall,
in position.
Marte.
Puts it away for the out. Adam Duvall at the plate. In the air, out towards left center. Pilar gets under it. And it's caught for the out.
This is not going the way I
Here's
wanted it to.
Ketel Marte. Center field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And welcome back. Here's Turner now. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. The pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And up to the plate is Will Smith. In there for strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The pitch. Got him swinging, and there's 2 down.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Pilar stands in with 2 away as he takes the ball right there. Next offering is in for a strike. All tied up. We are in the 11th. That one ripped left field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
He gave up the double.
Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is now in scoring position. 2 away. Trey Turner at the plate. And that's in there for strike 1.
These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. 3rd out.
Got out of it.
New pitcher on now, Tony Gonsolin. On to the 12th, and now the catcher comes up to him, Travis d'Arnaud. The wind and the pitch. On the ground to 3rd. Sends it to 1st, and that is a big first out. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Come on, Dansby.
And the first offering is not close. Action in the pen down there. Lake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Next offering is fouled back. All tied up and here in extra innings. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith pulls that one down, and there's 2 away. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. All tied up here in extra innings. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, that was not a strike.
So comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing from Acuna. Big drive. Deep left field. On the warning track. Down in. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's the right fielder, Mookie Betts. New arm out of the bullpen, Luke Jackson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
First offering misses the mark. Next pitch is outside.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Hit slowly on the ground. Swanson picks it up, gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Here's the 0-2. That one just missing inside. And the count 1-2. Next pitch just misses. And the count's even at 2. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line.
Thank you, Freddie Freeman.
And Acuna able to make the grab. And Freeman is retired. 2 down. Max Muncy at the dish. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight.
You have more redemptions. Emoji squinting face with count.
And now
Stretch
it's the
and
switching
Batman.
second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Gonsolin back to.
All right, let me get my Batman voice out.
And ball 1.
I am the knight. I need to get a home run. My double.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
They can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Way back there.
I am the knight.
And it hits the fence. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out. Runner in scoring position, no outs.
And Olsen on that hit. Now let's see if we could bring the justice.
Right side. Save, he beats it. Here's Austin Riley.
All right. Come on, Austin Riley. Austin 316 says I just whooped that ass.
In the infield.
That is not whooping that ass.
To see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a pitch. And there's a ball.
You're a sparkling unicorn. That man doesn't understand this.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
1-2 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
I just screwed up royally.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Now I need a hit.
Line to left.
Drop.
Pollock makes
Fuck.
the play, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, we're in extras here. A.J. Pollock at the dish. And a pitch. That one lifted to left. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Taylor can't hold up there, and that's a strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ripped to first, caught. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Adam Duvall. Gonsolin back to work. And a swing and a miss there.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
Next offering upstairs.
Come on, baby. Come on! Swing, Matabata! Ah!
And that is strike 2.
I missed.
Well, with the shift on, hits right into
Sorry.
it. On to first. And that is a big first out. Cattell Marte up to the plate.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to do Stranger Things because this game is like never ending.
In there, and it's 0-1.
I'm in the 14th
you want to
inning.
be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Smoked on the ground a second. That's a hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Pollock brings it in, and there's 2 down. And next for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. Swings through that one. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And the righty deals. Line drive, caught. Welcome back. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. The wind of the pitch. Popped up. Swanson settles under this one. He's got it. And there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Pilar swings through that one there. Next offering is in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
In the air, left field. Duvall gets there. He's under it. Makes the catch. Out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup. Trey Turner now. First pitch just misses. Close, but call the ball. Ball 2. Slice down the right side. Righty delivers. Bounced out to short. Swanson collects it. Whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. All set for the start of the inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And that one is lifted in the air. And there's one down. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Line drive. And in one hops the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. One out, runner at second. And now it's Matt Olsen's turn to hit. Good contact guy, good defender. On the ground, right side. Toss to Muncy. And Olsen is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Austin Riley will hit next. On a line out towards center.
Nope.
Law makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back. Here's Mookie to hit. Pitching change here, Charlie Morton. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. And he deals. And that's in there at the knees. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Next pitch in the dirt. And a count 1-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. Duvall makes the play, and there's one away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
Swing and a line drive caught. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. In there for strike 1. All tied up and here in extra innings. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Tarno makes the catch, and that'll do it. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Blake Trinan. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
Ah,
1-2. Not sure what's going on right there. No chance. Probably have some funny texts from his buddies after the game.
That misses, and the count is 2-2. On the ground to third. Turner to first. One up, one down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Come on, Doovie.
Adam Duvall next up for the Braves.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hands, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
Duvall, a swing and a deep drive. Left field. That one.
Yeah! Finally!
Adam Duvall blasts one out. And just like that, they're out front. It's 9-8. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Out towards right center field. Betts is on the move. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 away.
In going to
And
go
now
start
it's Travis
now.
d'Arnaud at the plate.
Cool. Have fun playing Sea of Thieves.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Enjoy being
Is it one thing I want to play today?
Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for you.
In the air, right field. And that's a base hit.
I hope you hit a
The way
home run.
defenders track down balls these days,
trying.
both from the infield and in the outfield,
Thank
there
you for
really
hanging
aren't
out,
a lot of
Quantum.
base hits on balls
Happy
hit
birthday
like
again.
that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second.
Well,
Have a
gonna
good
pause on that
streak.
thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Braves get 1 on the big fly. And the home team down a run.
Normally I'd go to my closer, but I am out of pitchers. I brought in my emergency starter.
And the right-hander back to work.
I'm just going to stick with him.
Lifted in the air, right
STS
center field.
389.
Acuna there. Hauls it in, 1 away.
1 out.
Chris Taylor down.
Second baseman, Chris Taylor.
And that one fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Duvall going back some more. Makes the grab for the second out. Justin Turner now.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
That one fouled off. On the ground right side. And the Atlanta Braves had done it. They're your National League champions.
Did it! We're going to the World Series, yeah! It took 16 innings or something like that, but we did it!
Congratulations to the National League champions. These guys clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it, fellas, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show. So the Atlanta Braves get it done in the most emphatic way possible. They sweep their way into the World Series.
Yeah, after a performance like this, they've got their eyes on the title, Boog. I mean, they look unstoppable and just full of so much confidence.
And this was no ordinary opponent. This was a team that a lot of people thought could win the title.
Yeah, and that tells you just how impressive this sweep is. A dominant showing for a team on an absolute mission.
Going to the World Series to play the New York Yankees. Ugh, I hate the Yankees. So I'm going to enjoy kicking their ass. Fuck you, Yankees. Cause I want to go to the basement. What, you got a problem with me going to the basement? Maybe they want to get hung in the basement. Yeah, see, they wanted to hang out down in the Dungeon of Love.
Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shell. Back here in Atlanta, here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Well struck right field back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Making a move at second base, coming in as the pinch runner, Jason Dominguez. Cabrera swings through that one there. Next offering is down low.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
At the belt and fires. Ripped on a line to center. And that's a base hit. Dominguez rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
Clutch hitting right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Cabrera aboard here at first with nobody out. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ground ball left side, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. And it's a double play. Two outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. And he's already singled in this game. Flips the corner. That's strike one. The 0-2. Bounce to the right side. Fires over to first. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Ben Workvet, the new catcher now. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Ronald Acuna Jr.
Gonna get Jackson.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about. 0-1. For this guy, it's truly a battle when he steps into the box. Only one thing on his mind, seeing that pitch out of the hand and hit it hard somewhere.
Rolled over to third. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Known for his late inning heroics. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, the pressure was already high, and now it's been cranked up to another level. Man, his head must be spinning out there on the mound. He's got to find a way to slow things down. That breathing technique, Boog. Let everything out.
So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone.
I wasn't expecting that.
Matt Olsen goes
I will
deep.
take it.
And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Austin Riley.
Luke Jackson, sit your ass down. It's Kenley Jansen time, baby.
Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first. Got him. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Clay Holmes up and loosening in the pen. Licky, the lefty, warming up as well. Now fly ball to right center. Judge makes the catch, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Last chance coming up here for the... Back here at the ballpark, all set to start the ninth in this one. Here's a big power threat. Aaron Judge. Kenley Jansen into the game. The pitch. Out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The tying run at the plate. And 1-2. Got him. And one gone. And now here's the other half of the Twin Towers. Giancarlo Stanton. This guy with light tower power. That one's in there, 0-1. To the left side, but it is well foul. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. And they're down to their last out. Here's Joey Gallo. And first offering is fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No, I don't. I think no.
Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Yeah, like I said, that last game took a lot longer than I thought it would.
New York just one out away, trying to close it out. Stays alive.
Most of these games were like 15 minutes when they dropped me in, and that game took me like 40 minutes.
Got him, and that's the ball game. So the Atlanta Braves take game one as they get their World Series off to a great start.
Yeah, from their performance today, it'd be easy to see him keep this thing going. And this is just a determined team, Boog. I like what I saw from them.
And across the diamond, it's time to regroup. Being down 1-0 isn't the end of the world, but game two takes on a lot of extra meaning for them. And now, here's the other half of the Twin Towers, Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off. The go-ahead run aboard at first, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating.
Judge on the run.
0-1.
Swing and a miss to second, and he's out. The 0-1.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Kicks and fires. Bounced up the middle. Swanson picks it up, gets it to first.
I figured she would get
and
on.
that'll do it.
The girl's got an addiction to Fortnite.
Set for the last half of the 7th, and now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Out to short. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. This to center field. Hicks makes the grab, and that is the inning.
801's the ball.
We go to the eighth. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. The wind of the pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Wow,
Next
ratting
one
her
misses,
sister out.
and the count even 1-1. That one drilled left field. That's back there. Turning and looking, and it's gone.
Well, that's not good.
Joey Gallo blasts one out, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. Now here's Aaron Hicks. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. In there, and it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Got him looking. And there's one down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But
line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Oh, he throws it away. Not stopping. He's going for three. And he's at third with one away. That's a triple. Ben Workvet, the next to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Don't be surprised, to ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his second strikeout. And here is DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Out there to center. Acuna there. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud. The right-hander back to work. Ooh. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jonathan Loaisiga preparing to come on if needed. Lichtke getting loose as well. In the air, right field. Judge cutting across. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down. Now here is Dansby Swanson. In the air, right field.
Nope.
Judge makes the catch. That's out number 2. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Foul ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound, and he'll do his best to keep this close. And a pitch. That's in there. Strike one.
Show me the wise man home run or strike.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. In there for strike one.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I came back to watch the bowl game while loading my hot dogs.
Stays alive.
That's cool.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And down on strikes he goes. And there are 2 outs.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares.
I don't think I'm winning
pitch.
this game. I think this is going to be my first playoff
on the mound.
And here it comes. And a foul ball.
That's okay. It's only one game.
And a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets back here in Atlanta. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
I am in big trouble.
Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
I am. The pitcher's just pitching good. Making
Righty
it hard
to
on
plate.
me.
Batter, swing.
And there's a foul ball.
I mean, I do have good hitters coming up. There's a chance. Just
high fly ball out to center field. Hicks is there for it. And there's one away.
It ain't happening. This one.
Here is Matt Olsen.
It's going to be a defeat.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Gallo returns it to the infield, and they hold the lead runner at second. Potential tying run now in scoring position. And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Come on, come on, come on.
Any hard would have broke the TV.
Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no throw. He's into first easily.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite.
Off balance speed. There's one. Ow!
Oh!
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game.
If you would have beat it at first, I would have tied the game.
That these hitters are showing around the league today, but he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
I lost by a half step. Ah. I know, failed. Wow. Here we go. Let's try again. Take 3. Now the series shifts. We're in New York. New York, New York.
No outs. Runner.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, because Bay insisted on this, here is me water, here is me hydrate. Just for Bay.
Here's Eddie Rosario, 1 for 2.
Who demanded it.
First offering, and it just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That is wrong. He was not
Severino.
acquired from Minnesota. He was acquired from Cleveland.
Rosario swings and drives one deep to right field. And that one is off the wall. Judge hustles it back in, and that forces the runner to hold on at third.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
We are
now a good
finishing
opportunity
this
to
mode
potentially
today.
jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's a rocket out to left. In there safely. Dansby Swanson next up for the Braves. First pitch, not close.
Come on. Oh, Severino.
Severino kick steals. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. So the batting order turns over. Ronald Acuna Jr. now at the plate. And that one fouled off. Rosario, the lead runner out at second. Swanson over at first with one away. Ronald Acuna Jr., a guy who burst on the scene in 2018. He was only 20 years old, and he is one of the great talents in baseball right now.
Show us home
So
run
a
hit.
foul ball makes it 1-2.
That was almost a home run right there, Travel Chief.
Ground ball could be 2.
Oh! That's an error.
So after the error, it's runners at first and second. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. In the air out towards right center. Hicks moving to his left. Hicks racing over to make the catch. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Matt Olsen next up for the Braves. This guy has turned into a beast. Next pitch is popped up. And that is that. Top of back for more from the Bronx. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Ripped to third and caught. And here is Anthony Rizzo.
Now batting, first baseman.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Judge in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
I feel very comfortable with this game.
0-2 as he waves at that one. For Judge, he's really developed into more than just a power hitter. He covers the plate well, shows impressive awareness of the strike zone to boot.
That's critical. Very important. If you want to be one of the best to ever play, it can't be all about hitting home runs. You have to have plate discipline as well.
To the right side, Olsen handles the chance. The flip to the pitcher covering. Judge out on the play.
That's it.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Clay Holmes. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance. The pitch. Riley stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. The other way, and he beats the shift.
He's it. I'll take it.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off. He was late. And now the 0-1. Slapped foul. Riley on at first. Nobody out. In the dirt.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time.
All right, Doobie.
Once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Duvall watches that one for a strike. Standing in here with 1 down. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eddie Rosario. And a base hit on the line. Runner around third. He's in there. So 2 down. Travis d'Arnaud next up for the Braves. High in the air, out to right. Judge makes the catch, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 5-2.
I'm winning by 3. That's good.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the 7th. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. The Yankees looking to rally. Out in front and foul to the left side. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah.
Just
slider action.
A bit foul. Oh.
Into center and a base hit. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
At the bullpen is Will Smith, and he'll work on holding this lead. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The 0-2. Got him looking. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. And now it's Joey Gallo. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 2 gone. It's Aaron Hicks now.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Stanton, the runner at first with 2 gone. On a line, base hit. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done
Okay,
when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't.
All right, that's what I needed.
Strike 3, and that'll retire the
Inning over. Got out of
Lucas Lipke on to pitch out of the pen here. It's his job to keep his team in the game. We're at the top of the 8th, and the batter now, Dansby Swanson. And the pitch. That's through there for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Come on.
And now it's even up.
If I can get another run, oh my God, that would seal it.
The pitch. Out to center.
Okay, let's see.
Makes the grab, and there's one down. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. And now they've got some.
Oh,
this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Ozzie Albies goes yard, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2. Here's Matt Olsen.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York, and it is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
Laced into left. That's a base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Throw on to Rizzo. That ends the frame. Albies with the key hit for Atlanta. It's 7-2.
There's the home run travel, Chief, you wanted.
On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Ben Workbeck back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Minter. And he'll try to keep this big lead right where it is. That's in there, 0-1. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
He steps on the bag. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. That one's in there, 0-1.
You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
Here's the 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now the lefty, the punch out there, 2 away. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Rizzo takes a strike there as he stands at the plate now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
One thing for me over the years, watching how right-handed hitters have tail.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes. Joely Rodriguez gets the ball now. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do. Back in the Bronx, we go to the 9th, and now the right fielder, Adam Duvall. Judge cutting across.
We're going to go up 2-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
Which means that the series will definitely go back to Atlanta. If I can't lose without going back to Atlanta. I could win it in New York, but they can't. I'll be up 2-1.
Out to short. Collected by Torres. On the run, sent it over to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Eddie Rosario next up for the Braves. Lined, and that's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. That's a double, and he's got a 4-hit day. 1 out, runner at second. And here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. On the ground to short. Oh, the throw is wild. Now in for the Braves, Dansby Swanson. Next pitch is popped up. Donaldson puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. This one squared up down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair, and it is gone.
I acknowledge my tribal chief with that crushing home run.
Their lead. It's 10-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
New pitcher now, Wandy Peralta. He's into the game with the bases empty. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
And base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they now lead by 9.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily bit out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Riley stands in here, leaves that one down. Flares it into the outfield and makes the play, and that's out number 3.
That's it.
Back now in the Bronx. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. So Luke Jackson gets the call, and he's got a nice lead to work with. Ketel Marte comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second baseman. Also entering the game, Drew Waters. He'll be patrolling center field. Also into the ball game, Orlando Arcia. He takes over as the new first baseman. Also entering the game, Alex Dickerson. He takes over in right. A wind in the pitch. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Jackson, a guy that features an absolute power slider. Throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
And Judge spoils that one.
I have nothing to be afraid of. Doesn't matter if he hits it to the moon.
Swing and a miss. Struck
I'm up
him
by
out.
9 runs.
And that's the first out. And now here's the other half of the Twin Towers. Giancarlo Stanton. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him. 2 gone now.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Donaldson takes a ball here as he stands in now. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. So the Atlanta Braves get the win here in Game 3, and this series feels like it could be a real battle to the end.
Yeah, Boog, it's been full of excitement so far, shaping up to be a memorable World Series, but I think this next game is going to tell us a lot about where it's headed.
Yeah, there's a big difference between a series at 3-1 versus being tied up at 2, so Game 4 should be a lot of fun. Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Yankees. Anthony Rizzo stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. LeMahieu gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Right,
somebody's on Fortnite.
And there's one away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable.
All I heard was the battle bus going. Honk, honk.
He is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Judge in the box now takes a cold strike. Up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Now the tag at third, and they got him. And now, here's the other half of the Twin Towers. Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off.
Keith is having a little bit of a meltdown.
The pitch. Giancarlo Stanton, certainly a physical presence. And Chris, one of the more imposing guys at the plate in the entire sport.
He's a force, and I think it's scary for pitchers thinking about making a mistake to him because you know you're not going to get that.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that will end the inning. Back here in New York, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Cole back to work. That one ripped, but foul. And the 0-1. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. And that one is lifted in the air.
If you're able to message her, maybe message her.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And next for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. Swings through that one. 0-1. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. for the 4th time tonight.
I love that Garrett Cole is sort of a throwback guy out there on the mound, sort of that classic power pitcher. He's going to attack with that fastball, move it all around the edges of the zone, and when he has to, fill up the strike zone with confidence that hitters can't touch it.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over.
I think the key.
Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Josh Donaldson. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, she got to find out what the hell's going on. Right now, she said it smells like she thinks somebody's cooking.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah, like she's got to find out where it's coming from too. We'll figure out if it's an actual thing or if it's
swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That to right. Duvall settles under it. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Aaron Hicks.
I got more faith in Kyle Wright than I do, you know. That's why I stick with Kyle Wright a little longer than I do, you know.
Fought off foul. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah.
But this is it for Wright no matter what. I'm going to go.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Oh, man. That stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
Next pitch inside, and it's 1-2.
Come on, Hicks.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that will end the inning. Down in order. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Clay Holmes. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. The pitch.
Okay.
And that one wrapped foul. And he grounds one to the right side. LeMahieu gets it to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now Matt Olsen up to hit.
Matty Olsen.
First offering misses the mark. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Chad Green getting ready to go. Licky getting cranked up as well. That's towards center. Racing makes the catch. And there's 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. Foul ball there. Kicks and deals. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Righty delivers. Well struck left field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Damn it! Thought that ball was gone.
Bottom of the 8th at the plate. Gleyber Torres. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Colin McHugh trying to protect this lead. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Way out front for strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one back there. Got it.
Oh, what a catch.
Steals
what a freaking catch.
A great place to play the outfield.
Look at this.
Very
Look at this.
wall,
Look at this. What a catch. Over the fence to take away a home run.
And nothing feels better as an outfielder.
And next for New York, Ben Workvet. And that's in there for strike 1.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1-2. Chad Green ready to go, and he'll do his best to keep this close. Back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. And a pitch. And that one in the air center field. Hicks is there for it. And out number 1 on the grab. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Duvall comes up empty with a swing there. Batting here with 1 away. Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York, and it is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
Next pitch misses way outside. One down, base is empty. And fouled off. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
And a 1-2. Chopped left side. Throw, save. And that was close.
Get it out.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Makes the grab, 2 down.
You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
And first offering is fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Last chance for the home team. And now here is Anthony Rizzo. Kenley on here. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. And here it comes. There's a strike.
One thing for me over the years, watching how right-handed hitters have tailored and changed their swing so that they could take advantage of the dimensions in right.
Oh, 2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Look at Derek Jeter. He's a classic example of someone that wasn't looking to pull the ball, but he could hit some home runs to right field, so was able to flex the muscles at times. But a lot of his 3,000-plus base hits were hit the opposite way in both the old ballpark and here in the newer Yankee Stadium.
Judge in the box now takes a called strike. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that drops foul. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. That's his second strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
There we go. We're up 3 games to 1.
Ball game. And the Braves hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. So the Atlanta Braves are on the doorstep of a world championship. Now up 3 games to 1.
Yeah, and it's hard to imagine them not closing this thing out. They've got a few guys playing their best baseball of the season, and the timing couldn't be any better.
And across the diamond, they'll need to pull out all the stops as they have to win 3 straight to claim the title.
Happy Halloween. Here we go. Loading into a game where I'm up 5-4. Max Fried's struggling though. But let's see if we can't get him out of this.
Aaron Hicks at the plate. First pitch just misses.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And it is 2-1. Rizzo at second with 2 down. Swings through that.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The next pitch misses. Counts full, 3-2. Out towards right center field.
Oh,
back there. And it's gone. He powers one out to right field, and they add a pair. It's 6-5. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Okay, from here, he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the fact that his team is now down by a run.
That one ripped, and that's just foul.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound, and his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance.
So at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And a count 1-2. And a pitch. And down on strikes. That is the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Lucas Litke, and he'll work on holding this lead. And a pitch. Rosario leading off here as he looks at that one outside the zone. Bullpen activity starting up now. Chad Green, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Chapman, the power lefty, up as well.
Can I come back?
Kicks and fires. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
So no Stranger Things stream today. This took a lot longer than I anticipated.
The time run at the plate.
But I will try to do Stranger Things
right
at some point.
Foul territory.
We are going to stick with this until we finish.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Travis d'Arnaud getting ready to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Hauls it in for the out. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And that one hammered. That's back there. Hold in on the warning track. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Here comes Gleyber Torres. He swings and fouls one off. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
In the air, center field. Acuna there. And there's one down. Here's DJ LeMahieu. And a foul ball.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Acuna makes the grab, 2 down. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Here comes Aaron Judge. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. In there for strike 1. Next offering misses. 1-1. The 1-1. Out to short, and that one finds its way through.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Stanton stands in now and lets that one go for a strike. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Judge off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Okay, here's your hydrant.
1 left for the Yankees. Chad Green ready to go. Back in the Bronx. New inning getting started. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Show love one, 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 show love one.
Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves.
I crushed that freaking thing.
And it's fouled away.
Oh, she wants ice cream.
0-1. Swing and a drive. This one way back there. Going. That one is gone. We are tied.
I would give her ice cream.
Ozzie Albies goes yard. His 2nd home run of the series.
Well, you deserve ice cream too then.
That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And there's a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through
instead of a
middle of the field.
Yeah, I should have ice cream. Yeah, I just like playing ice cream. There you go. There's something we could do in July. We could all go for ice cream.
And a go-ahead run.
I'll get a vanilla cone.
Position. 1 away.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball.
Over to Torres. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs. Inning over. Braves draw even on the solo homer. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here is Joey Gallo. At the bullpen is Will Smith.
The left fielder, Joey.
The pitch.
Gallo.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound,
You've
got to be freaking kidding me.
Field. Way back there. On its way
no!
out of here. Joey Gallo blasts one out, and they grab the lead. It's 7-6. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Rizzo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Damn it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And 1 away.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Ripped on the ground a second. And Hicks is out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Level 89, that's a
in
sweat.
the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
I am nowhere
And
near
he's down
89.
0-2 as he swings through it.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that'll do it. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Jonathan Loaisiga taking over on the mound. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Adam Duvall. The pitch. Ripped back to the mound, and that got him. To Rizzo, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Come on, baby, come on. Damn it!
Up. LeMahieu has this one sized up. Hauls it in, 2 away. Travis d'Arnaud next up for the Braves.
Arg.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a foul ball.
It's 8:01.
Just 1 out away. Try to close it out. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Down to their final strike. Now this is in the air down the line. Judge cutting across. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees keep the dream alive. They take Game 5 and trail the series by a game.
I lost. No Halloween victory for me. But we will win in Game 6. We will close it out in Game 6. Back in Atlanta. Well, I could... Oh, they're winning. We make them win. No. Well, okay, so if they beat me again, then it's Game 7, and it's winner take all. But if I come back and win, it's over. But they're putting me behind the 8 ball now. It's not good.
No outs. Runner at first. Travis d'Arnaud next up for the Braves. Double play ball to second. Over to Torres. On to Rizzo at first.
Damn
and
it.
they get the double play. Now here is Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 outs. That's to third. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Donaldson tosses to first in time. That's back at Truist Park. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Ice out.
And there's the strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here.
How
But a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
How was the rest of being Spider-Man,
0-1
Sal?
down.
Nope, that's a ball.
It was good.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. The other way. That's a hit.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing deep to left center.
I'm in
Hangs
deep
off the
trouble.
wall. And that's a double.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And
oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. He scores on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead. Save!
well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Hicks watches that one for a strike. Standing in here with 1 down. To the right side. Could be extra bases. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 3. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is popped up. 2 down.
I'm losing 3-0.
That was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
High fly ball out into left center field. Swanson makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Acuna lines 1 to left, and it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Ozzie Albies goes yard. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 3-2. 1 pitch,
I
1
needed
swing,
that.
1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
And now it's going to be Matt Olsen in there, and it's 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back
now.
after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the 1st out. Now it's going to be Austin Riley. In the air, right side. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double. New pitcher for the Yankees, Clay Holmes. He'll try to strand the runner at second. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Man at second. Swings and misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Runner leads away at second. That's ripped into the outfield. Reaching for it and brings it in. And now Adam Duvall.
I need a base hit. I need a base hit. I need a base hit. And that is not a base hit.
LeMahieu drifts towards it.
God damn it.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the eighth. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth, A.J. Minter. It's his job to keep his team in the game. And the pitch is in for a strike. That's strike one.
A.J. Minter.
Hit weakly on the ground. Riley gloves it. Throw to first is in time. First out in the top of the eighth. Anthony Rizzo stepping in now for the Yankees. Tap to first. Olsen handles the chance. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth. And now Aaron Judge for the 4th time tonight. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. The 1-1. And Judge spoils that one. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Chad Green trying to protect this lead. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And a pitch. Way high with that one. 1-0.
No cursing.
Activity
Okay.
in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jonathan Loaisiga, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Chapman warming up as well. Swing and a ball lifted left field.
Drop. No.
Gallo makes the play. 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Travis d'Arnaud. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that should be extra bases. Can't field it cleanly. Judge hustles it back in. Lead runner hangs on at second as the potential tying run moves into scoring position.
Come on,
1
Dansby.
down. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. First offering, and it just misses.
These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
At the belt and fires. Now he breaks
I broke my
as
bat.
it's put in play. Takes it in for the out.
Dang it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And he's already singled in this game. Into center. Hicks makes his way towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the... Welcome back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. Righty reliever out of the pen, Colin McHugh. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Now 1 away.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
On the ground. Throw on to Olsen, and they take care of Donaldson for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Joey Gallo will hit next. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Next offering is fouled back. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2-3. Back now. And on the mound, the closer, Jonathan Loaisiga. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. And the pitch. Albies in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Left-hand batter waits. Swings through that one.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Makes the catch, and there's one down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard, you understand the situation, you want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
All right.
Ground ball up the middle. Gathers and throws to first. Now only one out remaining. Next to hit, Austin Riley.
I don't know what situation they're going to put me in for Game 7. They might put me down. It's like 8 runs, and I can't win.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And now out of here. Austin Riley goes deep. And we are starting over. It's 3-3.
Holy crap, what a home run. Deepest part of the ballpark, too. Last out.
He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So
I can't believe I just did that.
Guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
I just won! I just won!
Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here.
Boom! We won! Suck it! You're world champions, baby! What a way to win it!
It'll go down as one of the greatest ever in baseball history. World Series walk-off. What else could you hope for? Such a special series and a heroic moment to end it.
Upper deck, too. There we go.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game.
I thought we were going to Game 7. I did. Lights out. And just like that, boom, goes the dynamite. Austin 316 says he whooped that ass. Austin Riley with the game-saving home run, and then Ozuna.
To present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Shelby. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
What a way to end it. That was freaking amazing. Okay, guys, that is where I'm going to end it for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow streaming probably DVD. In the meantime, I'll stick around for the raid.